bit is like I deliberately was just monitoring social media, and what I have noticed is that when something happens, people jump on the bandwagon. And I'll give you a clear example. I'm talking about when the story of Chidinma broke out. Some ladies particularly took it upon themselves that it was the time to begin to abuse the super screen guy that passed on, that was killed. Oh, why couldn't he keep it between his pants? Why was he jumping up and down? What nonsense. He had no respect for his wife, had no respect for his family. It's a shame. Somebody even wrote that he deserved it. Another person wrote, why are men not even satisfied with just one person? And I was going through the comments, and I came through and saw a lady that is dating my friend that is married, commenting on why the man was sleeping around with the Chidinma girl in the first place. Was his wife not enough for him? So I ignored it. And then a week ago, the issue of the lady that was the secretary to Adenuga came up. And she jumped on it again. And this time, she was not now talking about, oh, what is wrong with Adenuga or what is wrong with... She's now saying, oh, Adenuga should have left the woman alone. Why couldn't Adenuga just leave a house for her? If the lady has been with you for 30-something years, what is wrong with leaving a house for her? I don't know if you see how that has twisted. It is that once now it's Adenuga, the woman has done no wrong. When the story is clear that she duped, or she and some friends duped him. In this case, Chidinma killed the man, or she and some other people killed the man, or led to the man, or whatever they did led to the man's death. Those didn't matter. That fact didn't matter. The fact that the fact that the man had an extramarital affair was what was more important than the woman killing him. Now, in this case, Adenuga was duped. He went to court, or whoever his legal team are, went to court and got judgment. And it must have been evidence that was proven that the woman had been duping him, and people still wanted to defend the woman because she did a video where she was shaking her head and shaking her hands and saying, Adenuga, Mike Adenuga, leave me, Mike Adenuga, leave me. I don't have any child, I don't have any... Those are decisions that you took by yourself. Those are decisions that you took by yourself. A woman your age cannot say, because you are dating Adenuga, if Adenuga then says you can't have a child, you don't then have a child, then after you have crossed 50, 60, you now say, oh, why it is... If you're coming, that's exactly, you must come, if you come to equity, you must come with clean hands. The girl that killed the man, it is not the first time men are having affairs with women. Why must it be that having an affair with you led to somebody's death? Nobody is looking at that. Then in this case, there's a theft that was involved. You spent 35 years, you had nothing, and then the man then finds out that you were duping him. He goes to court. Some of your people are refunding money. Nobody is talking about that. Now it is, oh, why would Adenuga treat her like that? Did you listen to the video at all where the woman said, how many houses do I have? How many houses do I have? The woman didn't say, this only house that I have. No, she said, how many houses do I have that you want to take this from me? Let me say this. Most of the women who are online, some of them that come out here to speak, we just ignore some of them. If person begin mention names, some of them not go last for their husband house. I have been to see a governor at the Hilton. I greeted him, sat down. As I was just sitting down, this woman emerges from the room one of the rooms. It's a suite. Emerges from the room, carries her bag. The man greets her, and just so that she's not embarrassed, like, I said, a long time, I've not seen you. How have you been? We need to hook up. Oh. And then she laughed, we gisted, and then she left. That same woman was on Facebook one time when somebody was doing a Facebook video and abusing girls that went to Oba. The girls that went to Oba, were they doing anything different from you? Let's even go there. There are some girls now, or ladies, that own houses and businesses in Lagos. When I say own houses and business, I'm talking Banana Island, I'm talking Lekki Phase 1, I'm talking VGC, I'm talking, just name the place. Osborne. A lot of them were dating governors, military governors. Some of them were dating civilian governors. And it is from the, okay, the, what is it called? Atiku's lady that he married. Was she not dating Atiku before the Jennifer lady? Was she not dating Atiku before he married her? Now, this is a problem with some of us. When it comes to that, we then ignore. There's a particular lady who was a pastor of a church in Ajao Estate. She was a pastor of a church in Ajao Estate. She was dating this guy while she was still married. Then left the church, married the guy, and changed religion. But she had been teaching people about faith. Now, tell me, the people that were in the church that were listening to her, that saw her change faith and then become, that saw her change faith and later become second wife, would they come in? I need to, guys, you bear with me. I need to power up. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. Okay, so let's look at it like that. So all of you feel like when you were doing yours between the ages of because some of them that are 50, 52, 53, 54 now were the same people who were dating these military men, dating these governors. Didn't you hear of newscasters that were marrying big men and billionaires? Now, all of you, no, there's nothing like off the mic. All of you were dating all these big men, building houses, buying businesses, setting up all kinds of businesses, and then you now get to a particular age that your market is not selling again. The girls that went to Obana are prostitutes. But those of you who were in the business before these young ones came to take over, those ones are prostitutes. By the way, there are some ladies who are leading praise and worship in churches that are not holy. I mean, they are not holy. They are leading praise and worship in churches. There's one, we went for an event, and he go do me, I go call name. We went to an event in Abuja. She came to see one of the guys. In the morning, she went to do praise and worship in church. And then we went for a Thanksgiving, and there we were in the Thanksgiving, and she was leading praise and worship. Don't forget that the ladies that have children are the bad ones. So you that remove pregnancy, you are not bad. You that is removing pregnancy, you get pregnant, you remove it. You get pregnant again, you remove it. You get pregnant again, you remove it. You are the one that pastor sees as a holy person. But the one that got pregnant and had a child and brought the child for dedication is the most terrible person in church. Should not be allowed to worship in church because she had a child. But you that continues to remove pregnancy, you will now remove 6, 7, 8 pregnancy. You get married, you're not having a child, you now be stressing the man. You are running from one IVF place to the other. There was a video not too long ago of a woman who was stealing from offering box. They brought the offering. Before they could collect the offering, she has started stealing money from the offering box. Do you know that that kind of woman is in charge of deliverance? She's also in charge of what's it called that they called? Marriage counseling. All of these people come on top of, exactly, nobody holy pass. All of these people come on social media. They will come on social media and shout. Some of the people are bankers. You are a banker. Somebody steals money and puts in your account. You are managing the money for the person, and you know the money was stolen. Then, after you have managed the stolen money, you see a girl wearing miniskirt. You say, look at this girl. What sin did you do that is not worse than what the girl is doing? Then some of them, I know that. Then this is the one that really annoys me. There are some girls, I was saying, some ladies would have dated married men. I mean, when I say dated married men, they've dated married men like when they finished from school at the age of 22, 23, they dated married men till about like when they were 28 or 30 and got married. Now that they've gotten married, to date married men is a sin. Then when they see anybody dating a married man, they say, well, what you're doing is bad. The one you did before, what was it? The story that brought about all of this was on Sunday, on Tuesday, as I arrived in Ghana, a friend called me and said the sisters of the guy she was supposed to marry have said that she cannot marry the guy because the guy is their last born. There were 5 in the family and there's the last born. I know as always I know loads of them in the industry. The guy is the last born. The guy is the last born. So there are 3 girls, 2 boys. So the last boy wants to get married. And the boy that wants to get married wants to marry a single mother. They refuse totally. Trust me, some single mothers are better than girls that don't have a child. They have better training than girls that don't have a child at all. So even the single mother has 2 children. And she's comfortable, she's independent, and she's taking care of herself. And it's not like she needs the guy's money. Why should you say she can't marry a woman that is a single mother or a widow or a divorcee? Meanwhile, those of you, do you know how, see, let's not even go there. All of them, if you go to a party, I'll sit down like this at a party and I'm seeing the ladies that are sleeping with the man that they are greeting and greeting the man's wife. And I feel like just going to say, madam, don't greet this one. No. When we went to do one show in Abuja, she was sleeping with your guy. But they are the same people that will come online and start abusing celebrities, start abusing people. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with this one, that one? You people are sleeping with this one. And then when an issue comes, and they behave like feminists though, when an issue comes up that they are supposed to take on, they will not take it on. Women are online begging for money to raise their businesses to do one thing or the other. No. Some of them are bloggers. The ones that are bloggers were writing about people who were having children out of wedlock, who were having children, they too had children out of wedlock. Did they write about it? There's a publisher that owns a newspaper in this country. He's divorced, the wife has left him, and he's sleeping with as many people as possible. And I know many of them. And what is wrong with people just feel like because it is social media and you have your platform, you just take a story, boom, and you write it. What kind of hypocrisy is that? And then you behave like because you have a platform, everything you write is okay. Everything you write is okay. Meanwhile, if it was somebody that had that pregnancy and the person you said had the pregnancy says it's not him, you would have done one full story with follow up. Now, there are also, yes, let me just mention that too. There are also single fathers who sisters will not let girls marry because the person is a single father. You say, so you can't find somebody who is younger. This is it. In this, I believe that, as Two-Face said, nobody holy. There are men in this Lagos, because they have money, once their girlfriends get pregnant, they ship them to Canada or to the UK or Dubai. And then when they ship them there, they take care of them. But those of us who are here and we don't ship our wives or anything to any place, we are the ones that are called what is it called? The crumbs of the soil. They say, oh, men are bastards, men are animals, men are... You that is a woman, did they rape you? And then talking about the rape, there's this case that Princess has been fighting. If you hear what some ladies are saying, is instead of them to take on the issue of making sure that the truth comes out, no. So what happened to what was that? There was a slogan when the women were fighting against Bill Cosby. All the women came out and there was a slogan that they were pushing. You don't know what shipping is? Shipping is when she's pregnant for you and you don't want your wife to know. You take her to Canada and settle her there, and the life begins there. So this is what I'm saying. Most of the ladies that are supporting this wrong, they are the first people that will talk of sexual molestation. Yes, the Me Too movement. Thank you. The Me Too movement, all of them that are feminists that are joining Me Too movement. What happened to you people now? Why are you people not behind the Princess? Some of these ladies will not let their female friends progress in an organization. What is it? We have female MCs. When there's an event and I say, oh, let me work with Lepashio's boss, I say, no, I don't want a woman at my event. Women, I'm not talking men or women. I don't want a woman at my event. Let me MC with Princess. Oh no, you don't have another man. Work with another man, please. I don't want women as MCs. The same people will still be telling me equality, equality. Not too long ago, one lady was looking for an apartment in Dolphin. Middle management of a bank, Zenith Bank, I think. Middle management of Zenith Bank went to look for this thing. The landlady said she doesn't want to give her house to a woman. That she can't give her house to a woman. One of our guys now had to go pretend as her bobo before she gave the guy this. Meanwhile, the lady has more money than the person that is pretending to be the husband or the bobo. You see mother-in-laws. Okay, this is what they won't do. Mother-in-laws are okay when their daughters are in premarital relationship. So they have a daughter that is dating the MD of a bank. It's okay. But the day the husband of their daughter starts dating somebody else, wahala today. Let me even make it loud. In 2005, this lady was dating this man. Dated the man to the point that the woman went to fight the man in Yoruba tennis club one time and used the racket and whipped her. The racket broke. Uncle was still alive at the time. Mobolade Johnson, Okoya Thomas was still alive at that. And then we went there. We're watching this thing when the woman came, and I mean, when I say break, she scattered everywhere and nearly embarrassed the woman by tearing her clothes. They begged her and everything. Now, this young lady that was dating her husband, who owned a paint company, finished and left. But after I think the husband that she was fighting for then died sometime in 2010. Within that time, yes, Uncle Molade Okoya Thomas, he saw the fight and he said that, in fact, they were the ones that were telling the lady that you are embarrassing yourself. You are not just embarrassing your husband, you are embarrassing yourself. Now, the lady went. So the husband then died in 2010. That accident that happened, fire accident that happened at Otedola Bridge. The husband then died. The doctor was a doctor. We're playing tennis together at the time. Okay, I go see them play tennis. Now, when the husband then died, at that time his daughter was 15. By 2015, the daughter had, I think the daughter was now 21 or something. She had finished university and everything, and then was now looking for a job. And this our friend had gotten married. and were living, she and the husband were living in VGC. And this girl was staying with her auntie in VGC. And so she would walk out of her crescent and take the road all the time. Then the husband that is going to work will see this lady with all the figure and everything, and then give her a ride up to Mega Chicken, where she was doing her youth service. And one thing led to another, they started dating. Guess what? This person she was dating was the husband of the girl that was dating her father. The father's ex-girlfriend that the mother fought with is the one that she is now dating her husband. If you see the wahala this girl caused, went to church to harass her, and the mom was looking at her like, I know this person. When it became clear that this was the same person that dated her husband before the husband died, she flipped. At front of House on the Rock now, he said, you are complaining. You are complaining that somebody is dating your husband. You. So please, if you know that you have skeletons in your cupboard, don't come on social media and start it, because when people ignore you, you then think that it is that people don't remember, or people don't. The fact that we relate with some of these governors that date you, or some of these bankers that date you, or some of these big boys that date you, and we hear what they talk about you, we read the text messages you send to them, it's enough for you to shut up. It's enough for you to shut up. The other thing is, when there are some people who are complaining, oh, nobody should date my husband, nobody should date my husband. Meanwhile, you have friends that are having children for other men, but they're your friends. So you have a friend that is dating a married man, but you accommodate it, it's okay. But when they want to date your own, no, it can't happen. God forbid, it can't happen. Tomorrow's discussion that I want to, because I want to go for Sans Sultan's thing. Tomorrow's discussion is going to be on the religious level. I'm now going to talk about pastors. Just so that you know how that is. It is that every now and then we hear pastors raped, pastors impregnated, pastors cheat, pastors raped, pastors dated. But when pastors are preaching, they don't use pastors to preach. It's the single people inside the audience, the congregation that they use to preach. All of you in this church that are doing this and doing that, they don't say there's a pastor that is doing so and so, or a pastor that is doing that time, that doing so and so. What I'm trying to say is, as Two-Face has said, nobody holy. But that said, it is important for us to know that some of these people that are doing holier than thou, the fact that you own a media company or a blog doesn't make you holier than any other person, because we also know the people that you are dating now. And some of you that own blogs are dating married men. Some of you that own blogs are dating married women. So when it comes to the matter of this, the only reason it looks like it is only celebrities that people are talking about, it is because celebrities are in the front line. They are in the opposite. They're like goldfishes. They are like goldfishes. So yes, if you know what happens in all those private clubs, the Ikoyi Club, Yoruba Tennis, Ikeja Club, all of those clubs, if you know what happens in those places, because it is not publicized. Even in churches, but I've said that tomorrow is for churches. Tomorrow is for churches. But today, it is just to say that you people's hypocrisy is too much. The same thing happened when the story was that one lady in America was complaining that Dangote abandoned her, dated her and abandoned her. Dangote is dating you. Dangote are giving you money to do business. You take the money and go and rent an expensive apartment, and you expect him to keep up. Then he doesn't keep it up. Or maybe he says, forget, I gave you money. Instead of you to use the money to do good business, you use it to go and rent an apartment in a highbrow 100-story building. Now you can't pay. There are people who get less than that amount that you are given and set up a business or buy into a franchise. You do not do any of all those. You don't do any of all those. You finish the money. The money is finished. Then you come on social media to say, this person abandoned me when I was dating him before. And so, the person you are even talking about is entitled to 4 wives. The Aliko you are talking about is entitled to 4 wives. Some of the people that are shouting, how can Aliko do that kind of thing? How can I say? The people that say the man is stingy don't know the man. The people who think that because the man is rich, I am talking to Big Mommy's Kitchen. The people who say the man is stingy think that because the man is the richest man, or you just go to him and say, give me money, then he gives to you. What business do you want to use the money for? What is it? The man is funding businesses, the man is investing in charity. What nonsense. They'll just, anytime any story just comes up, they'll be, with all the fake accounts that they open, they'll start writing nonsense. There are some ladies that are on Instagram writing nonsense now. They've been doing IVF for the past 4 years. They know they can't have a child. I'm not God, but they know they can't have a child because the things that they've rebooted their wombs like 6 or 7 times. And so that place is a no-go area. Then they'll not say, yes, I'm stingy and what? Is the man an ATM? They will now start putting the man under pressure to do tests, to do this one, to do that one. And they know that they can't have a child. Then when the man is now okay, another thing that I need to talk about. There are women who think having multiple partners. That was why I shared a post sometime back, I think it was about 2 days ago, where I asked, is it okay for a man to have 4 wives and okay for a woman to have 4 husbands? Let me tell you what the problem is. When you have 4 husbands and you get pregnant, all the other 3 husbands are off duty until you have your child. And even then, you don't even know, because if you're sleeping with all of them, you may not even know which one has the child. And why it is not the same thing with a man having several women, it is several wives, it is because if a man is married to one woman and he brings a child from outside, you would know that this child is not ours. But when a woman is married and she's going to sleep outside, she brings a child, it is hard for the man to know that the child is not his. Which is the problem that is happening right now. My friend is going to Canada, got citizenship. Do test. Only 2 are his out of the 4 children. Only 2 are his. The other 2, 99.4%, it is not possible that he's the father of the children. But when it comes to this one, it's men that will be blaming. Oh, men are this, men are scam, men are this, men are that. Wait, let me talk. My sister is calling me. Mama T. Ade. We dey on now. Okay. So that's the problem. You find some ladies, okay, let me go here. When we were in school, the ladies who would go and sleep with lecturers to have grades. Meanwhile, the other students are struggling to pass and struggling to pass. Then she comes out with a 2-1. The one that is struggling to pass comes out with a 3rd class. He doesn't get a job. She gets a job because she also knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. You know, somebody will know somebody will know somebody, and then she gets a job. Her job picks up. Her job picks up. The guy that did not get 2-1 or first class is now the Olodo. In universities, there are some girls that don't come to class, but they get 2-1. It's not that they're not intelligent. You sit with them in class. In fact, you know, there are some assignments that they say, this one is sit in the class. Everybody write the assignment, pass it to me. What is the essence of Trinity in Christianity? They say, okay, let's write. Oh yeah, everybody take your pen and write. And then some people will be moping. So what I'm trying to say is that we should all just shut up when it comes to relationships like that, especially those of you who know that your hands are not clean. You know you can't afford to build. What were you doing to build a house in Banana Island? Or what are you doing to build a house in VGC? And you are just a journalist. Or you are let me even go there. You are an actor. How many movies have you done? You are an actress. How many movies have you done that gave you 45 million to buy a house? You that just joined the industry. The people that have been in the industry since did not buy. So you then the people who are struggling, and okay, let me go here. I said I may be tempted to mention names, but I will not. We went to Dubai one time, and while we were waiting, I see this actress comes in, and then I seen the protocol officers of a particular person. I greeted them, they greeted me and everything, and then the person came and said, here's your key, and then gave her the key, gave her that one. Then she went upstairs. Then maybe like 2 days later, I see her posting, lounging in Dubai. Lounging. Can you buy your tickets? The ones that do business and make money, we know them. Come here and be putting girls on high jump. Girls are not thinking that. So when you see some of them run to Oba to go and get their own share, you are not saying, what are they? Where are they? Even if you act in every movie and they pay you 5 million, 5 million, 5 million, how many movies do you do in a year? See, let me just say this. We know the ones that use their mileage. I mean, like, use their publicity, their popularity, and do business. But that is different. Those ones do other businesses. Those ones are selling clothes, selling anything. They travel and buy anything they want to buy, come here and sell. They have businesses that they run on the side. They sell oil. They sell all those things. They sell hair. If you know how much hair is, you will know that some of them can afford that. But the ones that you know, you can't even act in an English movie. It has to be that kind of movie. You now come and tell me that you raise 125 million to buy one house in Lekki Phase 1. And then when they are talking about other people, you now be putting mouth. Oh, what is wrong with this man? He can't keep his this thing inside his pants. He's jumping up and down and jumping up and down. You. How you get your own? For me, really, it is important to note. It is important to note that I stated here. That's why I pinned it. Nobody is a saint. Nobody is a saint. But when you are not a saint, make sure your battles are done with equity. Don't come here and making it look like every other person is. Oh yes, sometimes you even just appear on 2 or 3 scenes in the movie, and the two, 3 scenes give you 185 million naira house and the Range Rover and the luxury lifestyle that you are. What is that? Please, let's be very clear. There are many people who are working hard for their money. They are actresses, but they do more business than even acting. Those ones are different. Those ones are different. But the ones that I'm talking about are the ones that do not do any other business, and we don't see anything. But when they now mention one girl is doing so, so they quickly go there to jump and write what is wrong with these girls these days. Please. That said, I also want to mention that I'm coming. If you are a lesbian, and every time anything is mentioned about a guy, that is when you jump into it. Because for you, it is a time to say why you don't want to stay with a man. You are a different case. The fact that you're a lesbian, just be a lesbian. It's not that when they say, oh, this man broke my heart, you say that's how men are. Men are all this. So men are stupid, men are this. Because your mango not ripe, nobody will fit drink juice again. Anyway, make my mind calm down. I don't feel kill myself. Nah, chop. Good food. Anyway, tomorrow, now pastors now won't face. Tomorrow, pastors now go face. Yes, take waka pass by Range Rover. How? They'll be doing lesbian. When they don't reach 52, 53, you're going to find picking with the word adopt. If everybody do lesbian, you will see picking. Hey guys, how are you? I've been jumping around West African coast lately, and I don't tire. Hey, Shade, how are you, Jerry? All these people, they're tiring me. And then this one is for men. One of the reasons that a lot of women are not satisfied is that some men, once they get to the age of 50 and 60, they feel like they don't have that time to satisfy a woman again. And those young girls can pretend from here to their kingdom come. Once you touch the man will think that he's nesting after sliced bread. You will know that the girl is pretending just so that you can bring the money out. And then he will now go and be telling his friends, that girl, she died now. Meanwhile, it's a lie. Then the wife at home, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, they're not going there again. Because you know that when a woman has reached the age of 50 and above, it takes a while to even make her okay. You are not doing that because you want the one that will do the quickies. Then, because you know that any lady that, do you know that is why a lot of men don't like talking to their mates? Men that are 50 don't like dating women that are 45, 50. Because they know those ones, there's no coat in it. You can't meet a lady that is 45, 50 that has her own business going and say, let's go to Dubai. Let me buy you a ticket and go to Dubai. She will say to do what in Dubai? But the one that is 18 that has not been to Abuja before, you now say let's go to Dubai. She'll pack 3 suitcases and post to all her friends that she's going to Dubai. And then when she gets to Dubai and then she comes back from Dubai, you are like God to her. But the one you are talking to already has money to buy her ticket to go to Dubai in the first place. So you can't come and impress me with going to Dubai. They don't like those kind of. They don't like the ones that will sit down and say, "Oh, let's talk. This Kaduna thing is getting out of hand." No. People they can have sensible conversations with. No, those ones, they don't want those ones. That's why when you see men who are 56 and 57 and going to 60, it becomes an issue to even spend time with, because most of them don't then have anything to discuss. So run to club, run to one place so that they can hang out. You see, let me just say this. Let me say this. It is the reason some of them are even still jumping out, because no need. So guys, I don't tire. Tomorrow we will talk. You know, because okay, like somebody saying that when you now try to, if the girl is 18 or 16 and because there are some men, if it is not about sex, there's nothing else they want to do. They can't have a conversation with you. They can't plan business with you. They can't advise you. It is sex they want. That's all. Let's even just get to it. Let's just get down. Slam bang, thank you. Yeah, go. That's okay. Which is why Kaya Mata and all of them is reigning now, because the girls know that they have to do more work. And then there are some women who, don't forget that the other big problem that some of the ladies between the ages of 50 and above are suffering is circumcision. The brain box has been removed. So when the brain box has been removed, you have to find another way to jumpstart the car. Now, the jump-starting the car will not now be just put your key in thumb start. It won't be thumb start. It won't be thumb start. So, the older ones are now looking for the young ones. And then the ones that you abandon, that are 50, 60, 70, they have to look for something. That's why toys are selling. Somebody will bring a container load of vibrators. 1 week, he has finished selling. Meanwhile, the person that brought books into this country has not sold 4 books. But the person that brought 2 trailer load of vibrators has finished. The next one is on the sea, coming. Alright, guys, that's it. Tomorrow we'll do this thing. Let me come go and mourn my brother, Jerry. Alright, so guys, thank you for coming by. Thank you for that. So tomorrow we'll do part 2. All right.